It's not that easy being green, having to spend each day the color of the leaves. When I think it could be nicer being red or yellow or gold or something much more colorful like that.
Greetings, green guys. You're listening to 0 to 0, the podcast where we're watching the movie Green Lantern for the last time. Hooray.
Yay.
Woo!
It's
Yay.
done.
Yeah, how?
I'm Sam, the guy who is capable of not having fear, which is what's being called, that they call it that you're courageous. So when you have not fear that you're courageous, that's what it's called, is not having fear is being courageous.
Hi, I'm your mass tornado suck jobber, Gigalithic.
And I'm Val Flight Cub, and I have one fewer line than Tom in this section of the movie.
Yay.
Wow. Damn, this movie just fucking slammed shut.
Well, if you have one fewer line, you should probably get going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see you
Bye.
later,
Well,
Val.
no, in the movie, not on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Or I was in this movie the same amount as Taika Waititi minus one of his lines in this section.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't think we even see him from the front in this section. I think they might have just, gotten another
But
guy.
we get a great ass shot.
What if... I think this part of the movie feels like it was entirely reshoots. Like, they just, got to this point and they stopped making the movie for some reason. They were just like, oh, no, it's...
We're good.
Hector's feeling better than he's felt in his whole life. What's more to do here? And
The
then
end.
they showed it to the producers, and they're like, what, you're just gonna end it there?
So
No!
No, we have a bunch more stuff.
I finished the movie very late last night. I was very tired. And I felt like I wasn't really processing it normally.
Okay.
And I was like, this movie, it feels like the ending of the movie has no connection to the beginning and middle of the movie. Is that how you felt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Well,
feels completely detached. I feel like I
Oh,
could have
so my brain was actually fine. It was just the
I
movie.
feel
doing
like
that
I
to
could have
me.
not watched, the first two parts of this movie and watched the third part of this movie and just kind of gotten it.
The problem is, a lot of this stuff is unearned.
I will say, I don't think... I should say, I'll correct myself. I wouldn't have gotten it. I would have understood it the same amount that I understand it now.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I was talking about how Carol and Hal were having that conversation where she was like, you always run away from everything. You're afraid to, you can't let anything get too close. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
this feels like it's coming out of nowhere and has no relation to his character that we've seen.
Mhm.
And then in this part, the whole thing was about how he has the potential to overcome fear. And it was all about his innate courage versus his feeling that he wasn't brave enough. And I was like, that had nothing to do with the first or second part of the movie. We watch these movies wrong, but it feels like they also made this movie wrong. They made it in 3 parts that had no connection to each other.
Yeah.
Right.
Also,
That's why they had so many writers, and they just paired up and each wrote a section.
Also, the Green Lanterns aren't in this film.
They're not.
No. Jeffrey Rush.
They are decoration on the movie.
It's the
Poor
house
Jeffrey
show.
Rush was told he was going to play this mentor character. He straight up doesn't.
It's so...
He doesn't. I mean, that's why I think I said this last time. I was like, surely there's no third act, second training montage, because
Right.
it feels like the movie's winding up to the big confrontation. But I was like, he hasn't learned how to do anything yet.
Mhm.
We haven't seen the Green Lanterns do anything.
Mhm.
And then they just don't.
The incredible part, too, is, spoilers to jump to the end, I guess, but, afterwards...
That's a new policy.
Kilowog is like, can I train him or can I train him?
I don't know. I didn't see.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
You didn't with this one.
Mhm.
You fully did not. So
Maybe in the sequel.
unless every Green Lantern's way of learning is by getting discouraged and leaving and then having to have their own conversation
And
with
then
their friends and
figuring it out on
family,
their
and
own.
then and Kilowog's
Oh, God.
my signature method worked again.
Can you please summarize this third act so we can get into it?
Yes, I can.
They fight. All right, so...
Yeah, okay. This section starts with the scientist has become the specimen. Hector wakes up in the alien bed tube. He was sedated and now he's awake, and he wrecks fucking everything with his yellow mind powers, incapacitating everybody, including Amanda Waller. Hal, Kool-Aid Man's in.
And his daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And his dad. Hal, Kool-Aid Man's in, saving Amanda Waller. The fight between them tires them both out.
He saves her by dunking her into a big pool of Kool-Aid.
Okay. Whose job is it to summarize this section?
Hey, Sam.
You're too excited, Sam.
The fuck off.
You got a taste of it from last week. I'm going to ask you respectfully, shut the fuck up.
We've done this before. We do not have a no interjections policy.
Yeah, but I need you to respect Val's sovereignty in this moment.
That's never been how I mean, that's
Please
fine.
don't mansplain the movie to me, Sam.
We can talk about the Kool-Aid later.
Okay.
He does save Amanda Waller by putting her in some Kool-Aid. The fight tires them both out, and Hector uses his yellow powers to get caught up on what has happened in the movie so far. He then reveals that he harnesses the power of his own fear and kills his dad. Hal sticks his Green Lantern ring on Hector's head to hear a voicemail from Parallax saying, "I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you!" Back at Hal's apartment, Tom and Carol and Hal decide, well, you just gotta do it, bud. You gotta. And he doesn't want to, but Carol invokes his dad to say, hey, it's not about not being scared, it's about being scared, but also being courageous enough to do it anyway. Parallax tells Hector via headache that he has to kill Hal. The Guardians finish making the yellow ring, and Sinestro's pretty excited about it. Hal comes into this scene and asks Sinestro and the Guardians to help save Earth. They say no, and he says, okay, fine, I'll just do it myself.
Yeah.
And goes back. At Lockheed Martin, Hector is now in a motorized wheelchair and has kidnapped Carol, and he's going to inject her with the yellow goo so that she has to love him, because the way they are right now, the three of them, why would she ever pick Hector instead of Hal?
It's the incel move.
Oh my God.
So Hal says, well, why make her like you? Why don't you make you like me? And he throws Hector the green ring so that he can be like him. The ring literally just makes him able to stand up. His head is just like that now. But it's a trick because he wasn't chosen by the ring. So he gets defeated. He gets thrown against the wall. Parallax comes in to Lockheed Martin and gives Hector the sucky because he's so disappointed in his failure to kill Hal.
One dad to another, am I right?
He starts
no interjections.
It was a small one. I was just yes-anding.
So was mine.
No, you interrupted.
He starts to suck Hal, but Carol programs some drones to attack. Girl power. Hal is back with the ring, and he and Carol are talking on the roof. And Carol says, this thing's gonna kill you. And Hal says, yep. There is chaos in the streets as Parallax gives an entire city block the mega sucky in one afternoon, trying and failing to beat my record from that one time in college. Hal draws the fight into space through an asteroid field and literally punches Parallax into a star. He almost gets pulled into the star himself, but Sinestro, Tomar Ray, and Kilowog are there to pull him away from the star and then stand there. Back at the Green Lantern Corps, the big crowd, they say, yeah, Hal, woo. Then, back on Earth, Hal has gotten the girl, does a kiss, and then flies off into the credits, but not before some unnecessary narration from Jeffrey Rush.
Did you watch
how epic Hal was?
About how epic Hal was.
Yeah.
In case the movie didn't show you that, you just watched it. Anyway.
Woo! Yeah, Hal.
Yeah.
The mid-credit scene is Sinestro puts on the yellow ring, his outfit turns yellow, and he face down, eyes up. Never to be followed up on again.
Pathetic. Pathetic film.
Horrible.
This section of the movie felt like it was 15 minutes.
We've arrived at ableism.
I know, I was Leo pointing at the screen.
Where did he get that wheelchair?
Yeah.
He beat up Stephen Hawking and stole it.
Like, he and Hal both got beat up in that scene, and Hal just, like, walked away, but Hector is like, I need a very expensive wheelchair now.
I mean, to be fair, his head did get more embiggened.
His head is even bigger, yes.
His head weighs so many pounds that a wheelchair just grew under his ass.
Like that really smart meme guy.
Yeah.
Who's sitting in a throne of his own brain. It's that, but it's wheels.
Yeah.
So I thought you were going to say that really smart movie, Green Lantern.
And he's playing
that really
chess.
Smart movie, Green Lantern.
He's playing chess against another man who's also made out of his brain. And having sex with a woman who's made out of his brain.
The film.
So I said I wasn't going to editorialize and I only made one joke, but was it worth it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have a problem with this movie, just the one. How he wins by being the main character.
So
this is a being
Abin
that
Sur-
all the Guardians together, it was doubtful whether or not they could defeat him, and Hal literally just makes a big fist. Like,
Did
the
Abin
first time he
Sur-
ever uses the ring,
Tomare!
makes a big fist and punches Parallax into a sun.
Did Abin Sur just not think about this one? Did he not
then
think about
Tomare
putting
just-
him in the sun?
And then Tomare just narrates about how Hal is the best Green Lantern ever, and that's the end of the film.
We thought it was a weakness, but actually, it was his strength. In what way?
like
How does he use his humanness?
That's the thing is, like, I feel like there's two main, well, okay, I'll say 3, 4, 5, okay, there's 5 main ways that they could have ended the movie that would have made sense. Okay, number 1 is Hal has to, like, rally the Green Lanterns using his humanity, and they all work together to beat the guy.
Love it.
Number 2 is he has to beat the guy in a way that is uniquely human, that, like, none of the other aliens would have thought. I don't know what this way would have been, but that would have been an ending. Number 3, he works together with Carol and Taika and does something epic. I don't know. You use the drones in a creative who gives a shit way.
Yeah.
Number 4, he uses his own pilot skills. That would be cool. Number 5 is Parallax gives him the suck so good that they realize they don't need to fight anymore, and then they just suck each other off forever.
But no, it's actually number 6. Hal gives Parallax an enema and throws him into the sun.
Skeleton pops back out.
Yeah.
The incredible thing, too, is, like, this movie starts with Hal being, like, a loose cannon who's, like, can't be told what to do and acts on his own, and then he also does that at the end, but it's good instead of bad.
Yeah.
Like, he truly learns
I mean, it was
nothing.
good when he did it the first time. He got them the contract by doing it.
Well, yes, okay, but they
lesson
didn't
of
like
this movie
it
that
because
it was
he
good the
did
whole
destroy
time.
a lot of property. So,
But it was the lesson is that it was good the whole time.
right, right.
But we already knew that because all the fucking women in the movie are, I say all 2 of them.
All the women that Carol is.
Well, there was also the woman at the beginning, but
Carol is fully whatever the scene calls for.
Yeah,
There's
she's
no
like,
through line to her emotions, her characterization, anything. Like, she'll be like, "You can't do it, Hal," and he'll be like, "I think I can," and she's like, "Me too." What?
I love the part where she's like, Hal, you can't be afraid. You need to. This is something only you can do, and you need to be the hero. And he's like, you're right, I will. And then, like, 5 minutes later, she's like, Hal, don't do it.
It'll kill you, Hal. Yeah.
I'm
Seriously.
just like, and then like he's in there. He takes off the ring and he talks to this like giant-headed wheelchair-bound incel, and he's like, "No, I know how you feel. It's the same. I'm the same. I've been there."
God.
He takes the. He's
Speaking
like,
of-
I know what it's like to be a disappointment. He takes the ring off and he changes into instead of the green goblin, instead of the
Green
Green
Goblin.
Lantern outfit, he's just wearing like a long sleeve tee and jeans, and he like indicates to himself like that looks like fucking anything.
Yeah.
Like, meanwhile,
It's
I put on
me.
a beanie to cover my greasy hair to go down to the bodega and buy some cereal before to eat in the recording. And put on, I like looked in the mirror and realized I looked exactly like every character in a movie that's depressed because I have 2 different color, like gray sweatshirt and sweatpants and a beanie. Like, he's not even doing that. He's wearing nice clothes, and he's like, look at me.
But
I'm a piece of
speaking
shit.
of themes coming out of nowhere for the third act, this fucking thing where Hector's like, you know, Hal, you're a Chad, and I'm a virgin, and that's and Hal's like, but the Chads are suffering most of all. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, what movie am I
Have
watching?
Have you thought about how pretty people have problems too, Hector?
We're just like
Inside
you,
of
except
every
we're hot.
Chad is a virgin screaming for.
But you shouldn't,
because there's nothing.
You shouldn't virginize Carol.
There's such a.
It would be bad if she was like you. Is the thing.
Oh yeah,
That
he
was
says
also weird
he's like,
that
I'm
he
gonna
was
make.
like, I'm gonna inject Carol with Cheeto dust to make her head big too.
So
so that
that
Hal
brings up
doesn't
the
want her
question.
anymore.
Yeah, does he just do that so that to deny Hal his piece of ass, or does
No, he literally said to
But,
Hal,
like-
if she is a big head weirdo like me, then she will be that she won't
have
be
to
able
be
to
with
be
me.
with a Chad like
Hector,
you, so she'll
Hector,
settle
you
for
gotta,
me.
You gotta watch less Rushavie, my man.
Yeah.
Well, now he's going to be watching none Rushavie.
Oh, yeah,
because
true.
He's fucking
He is-
dead.
Stop listening to the Jordan Peterson stuff beyond the clean your room, okay? It's not helpful beyond that.
And probably not helpful up to that either.
It's so weird because he's not getting the girl because he has a big head and Cheeto dust in his blood. He's not getting the girl because he was like kind of nerdy growing up and she never saw him that way and they weren't that kind of close or something.
It's
Assumedly.
also really
like
weird.
It's nothing to do with the yellow goop, so why are you bringing it into it?
But it's also really weird thinking about the whole getting the girl theme with the framing of Taika says to Hal, you're a superhero, that means you get the girl, and then he does, and that is genuinely like the turning point.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So like what's going on?
If I listen,
also,
no, you go.
I was just gonna say, aliens aside, this is an extremely white film.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Extremely white male film.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
And I had a real time when we're watching like 5 minutes of Parallax sucking the city off. And then the camera focuses in on a black woman school bus driver and like follows her like running through the destruction like Batman at the beginning of BVS and like running and cowering and screaming and almost getting killed a million times. And then Hal flies in and he saves her with a comical catapult. And then it's like, wow, diversity win.
Right.
It's like if The Big Bang Theory was a movie, it would be this movie.
What?
Like
Please
this is
elaborate.
I don't know how to say it more than that. Like this is just like this movie was a bazinga spoken into existence.
Oh god. In Blackest Day, in Darkest Bazinga, or in Brightest Day, in Blackest Bazinga.
Bazinga shall escape my sight.
I hope it does. I hope it does escape my sight.
This is like, I don't know how else to say it. This is just like, it's that kind of like millennial comic book nerd, or even like Gen Z comic book nerd vibe.
Well, Gen Z wasn't born yet when this movie came out.
No, sorry, Gen X.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm not used to saying Gen X.
God, you know it was a really cringe comedy moment. Not cringe comedy, but cringe comedy. Was when Parallax is at the Lockheed Fartin building and he's trying to give them the suck, and Carol and Hal are like hiding behind something, and Hal's like, stay here out of sight, and she's like, I was gonna like
He says stay here and she says no problem.
No problem.
But it
No
is
problem.
that
That's
is
right.
spiritually what she says is,
Yeah.
I wasn't planning on moving. Which could have been like
Yeah.
a cool callback moment to something that happened in the dogfight, but it isn't because it isn't.
didn't.
It
Yeah,
didn't. That didn't
I don't
happen.
know.
in the
Like,
dogfight.
yeah, it could be a moment when it could be a callback to a moment that happened early in the film, except that moment didn't happen earlier in the film.
Right. They
Remember
forgot to
when
put that in there.
Simulation sacrificed her and she never brought it up again.
Yeah. Remember when he destroyed 2 top of the line new fighter jet drones?
this movie had 4 writers, and none of them, like, it's...
None of them talk to each other.
It could be a cooks in the kitchen situation, but it's also just like, when you combine... I guess what I'm saying is that when you combine... This may be an obvious statement, but when you combine 4 people to writing something, it doesn't equal one person's level of common sense.
Well, I do have to correct that. There was a 5th writer.
My
the
bad.
U.S. Department of Defense.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, we do.
Because
we
holy
love
shit,
the DoD.
I was losing it at the fact that we watched 6 Green Lanterns try to fight Parallax in a state where he is not even as strong as he is at the end of the movie, because he hasn't sucked as many people yet. But 6 Green Lanterns, they just like try to tie him down, and then he's just like, no, and he kills them all and sucks them off. But
the power of Northrop
Parallax,
Grumman.
One fighter
even
jet.
stronger than that, is no goddamn match for one goddamn United States drone.
Dun, 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 dun. Wait, that's not.
Da 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 da
Da, 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 da.
It's so
Yeah.
fucking weird that like
I liked
one drone missile strike and Parallax is like
Oh, yeah,
screeching
it's
and
not even-
recoiling.
It's not even the drone. It's just the jet. The missile from the.
It's the missiles,
I forgot
yeah.
about
From, thank you, Northrop
And you
Grumman.
know, all of America's enemies were in the theater watching this movie like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We
They
better
joined the
rethink
Yellow Corps,
those
you know what I
terror
mean.
attacks we were gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, this is like this movie.
Take
is
my oil, please.
Have you thought about the fact that this movie is literally about a war on terror?
Shit. God damn it.
You want to go through this linearly?
I was gonna ask the same. So Hector is strapped to a table, and his dad is here, and he says, "We're gonna fix your big head, son."
I just want what's
Yeah.
best for you, which is clearly
I-
not your current position, even though you said you're the best. You feel the best you've ever felt.
I couldn't tell if this was supposed to be comical, but Hector like wakes up, and his dad is there, and Amanda Waller is there.
Yes, this I also commented on the fact that this line was funny.
and he's just like, "Oh, dear old dad," or something like that.
Amanda's just like,
Amanda just
let's
turns
just
to his
let's keep
scientist
him
and is
under.
like, "Can we keep him under?"
Yeah,
please?"
Let's go ahead and inject him again.
I don't think that was intended to be funny, but it really was.
Yeah, because like I said last time, I watched a little bit of this last time, and the first time I saw it, it came across as just like she was gonna say that in the first place when she saw that he woke up. But the second time I watched it, I was like, "Is Amanda Waller like? Can we please shut this fucker up?"
Yeah,
I don't like the banter. It's
not into what this guy's spitting.
Yeah, he starts throwing shit around the room at
Yeah,
them.
he like stabs. He forces the hypodermic needle through the like guy who's gonna administer him his sedatives like forehead.
He says, "Do you want to see a magic trick?" Like the
Amanda Waller just gets kind of splatted into the glass and sticks there for some
Yeah.
This is a bizarre thing about this scene, is that I feel the need to describe the layout of this room, because there's an important part of the layout that keeps coming up, which is that there's like, it's like an upstairs like viewing room balcony area with like a glass window.
Yeah, it's a mezzanine with like a booth in it.
And that mezzanine is the main character of this fight scene.
Yes,
for
because
some
it's
fucking
because
reason.
it becomes like a robot friend.
It's his primary weapon, inexplicably.
Yeah, it's it's Hector's robot pal. And
He's an expert in mezzanine combat.
because the mezzanine. You may not have noticed this before, but the mezzanine does have 2 giant robotic.
It does. It does. Yes.
The mezzanine has a flamethrower.
Like
Why do? Okay, I gotta say,
The mezzanine is dual wielding flamethrowers.
I gotta ask.
and
So we
big
get to
robot
the
guns.
because it's like he tosses people around. Hal shows up here. So why does how does he know?
His ring alerts him to danger and was blinking, and he was like
Okay.
in the corn being like, okay, I guess I gotta man up.
Okay,
got a
so
Green Lantern up.
Hal shows up, and
I don't know why
they
the ring
fight.
wouldn't lead him to the door, though.
Yeah, but
It's like shortest possible
The
path.
ring leads you to wherever you can make the most dramatic entrance.
But so as he shows up and they fight for a bit, Hector tosses his dad. Well, it's first when he's
CGI looks
wrecking the
bad.
room. When he's wrecking the room, Hector puts his dad on the normalification chamber. And like it was, but then like later when he and Hal are fighting, and it's like I think it after they exhaust each other. No, it's before. Anyway,
No, it's after.
it's after. Okay, he picks up his dad with his telekinetic powers from the normalification chamber and tosses him into the mezzanine booth, which becomes the Senator Dad Memorial Incineration Chamber.
Incineration chamber.
He puts him in this container to then fill the container with fire.
And then he turns to the mezzanine and says, "Now, Mezzie."
He's like, this will be easier on the CGI budget.
Why? Okay, but like it does bear like mentioning the mezzanine's arms, the wrists of these claws that they have flamethrower. Why do they have gigantic flamethrowers in them?
Wrist-
What are
mounted
those arms for
flamethrowers.
at all?
Tossing security guards around.
Picking
there's
security
more-
guards up and bonking them together.
Yes.
Yeah, and they like point the flamethrowers into the mezzanine room, and they incinerate the dad. The way that he floats his dad in is also very funny because he's like perfectly levitating but really fast.
I really like the way that that Hector levitates people. It's very funny. Like when later he's kidnapped Carol at some point, and has her like floating in the Northrop Grumman hangar. She's just kind of T-posing and rotating in 3 dimensions in the air.
Right, it's very stable levitate. They're not like ragdolling as he throws them around.
No.
They're like arms at their sides, just like sliding directly into the mezzanine incineration room.
He's just returning them to frame 0 and like okay, and I'm gonna move their origin point over.
There's more mezzanine combat though that I want to talk about because he like pins Amanda Waller to the window. And then when Hal shows up, Hector like drops her off the window. This is where Hal catches her in green Kool-Aid.
I think it's Ecto Cooler.
It's Ecto Cooler. And then Hector makes
Ecto Kool-Aid.
Hecto Cooler.
Hecto Cooler.
Hecto Kool-Aid.
Hecto
Hector
Kool-Aid.
he like shatters the mezzanine window into like a glass tornado.
Oh my god. And then fucking Hal grabs the pieces of glass and like somehow with Green Lantern powers turns them into this ball of molten slag, which he throws at Hector, and Hector's like shrieking.
I do need to correct
because it's a million
that.
degrees.
He makes a green super soaker ass flamethrower.
Oh
yeah.
right,
True.
and he squirts out.
And he does use it on the glass and blasts it at Hector.
Tiny bit of
It's
themes.
just so violent.
It's awful. That's a lot to do to a person. Throw molten glass on them.
We get a lot of him screaming in this movie.
Yes, Hector
Shrieking.
Even when nothing is happening.
Yeah, shrieking would be the appropriate term for what Hector does because
There are like 3 scenes in this movie of him walking into his apartment screaming.
His head hurts so fucking much. It's really not supposed to be that big.
yeah, he hates it, but he likes it.
I do want to say it's a bit, I don't know if it's themes or just I'm reading too much into it, but Hector creates things to fight Hal by breaking the environment, and Hal creates things to fight Hector by using his ring to generate stuff. Will is creative and fear is destructive.
Whoa.
Except like sometimes it's like sometimes the things he creates is just like an old ass anti-aircraft gun.
Yeah. He makes a lot of big guns.
Who played this man? I already forgot.
Peter Skarsgård.
Peter Skarsgård.
Peter Skarsgård.
The man loves to shriek.
Hold on. Is Peter Skarsgård... Oh, he's not a Skarsgård, is he?
He's not?
I think he is. Yeah, no, he is.
Is he?
No, wait. He's a Sarsgaard, not a Skarsgård.
Sarsgaard.
Oh my god.
Are there
Have I been calling
Skarsgårds?
him Skarsgård this whole time?
I don't know that we have.
I've been thinking of him as one of the Skarsgårds. I'm
No,
so sorry.
he's not. He is Sarsgaard.
This is so embarrassing if I've been doing that and not if I haven't. Peter Sarsgaard, whatever I've been calling him up to this point. Well, now I don't even remember what I was going to say about him.
He shrieks.
Yeah, I was going to say that he's, and I've said this before, he's the only actor who's like having fun in this movie.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But,
he's loving it.
The part where he puts his dad on the table and he's like, because his dad says like, I think his dad says to him like, I only want what's best for you.
Yep.
And when Hector puts his dad on the table, he repeats it. He's like, don't worry, Dad. I only want what's best for you.
He's gone super Joker mode.
Yes, he has a new voice for the new act. Also, what fucking happened to his mind reading powers?
It's
They're
only
just
when
gone.
Oh.
He has to touch people.
I don't know. His powers
No.
are weird. Like, because I feel like he should have Parallax's powers, but he doesn't. He has his own completely different set of powers.
He has his own completely different set of powers that rotate out after a period of time.
Uh-huh.
Because why wouldn't he, like, if he could hear his dad's thoughts in a different scene where the dad is, like, calm, but in his mind being like, my son fucking sucks, then why wouldn't he hear them now when the dad is surely screaming in his mind, like, holy fuck, my son has a huge head.
It's
He's
actually
gonna
just-
kill me.
It's actually
I
just
feel so inferior.
Yeah.
Also,
it was a transitional period thing. He actually tuned it out over time because it's
else is
actually like
weird?
it's not a power, it just sucks.
he never uses his mind reading power on Carol or Hal,
No.
which is weird because I feel like their opinions of him are so fundamental to why he's like this.
Especially Carol's. Like, that would be such a good way of establishing, like, if he, like, went to talk to her and, like, heard her thoughts being like, oh, he's such a pathetic little guy, but, you know.
But there's a
What-
problem with that. You use the word establishing.
Mm-hmm.
This movie doesn't like to do that about
doesn't do that.
And it would be also granting Carol an inner life, which she does not have. So.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Hector and Hal are, like, on the floor having beaten the shit out of each other. Yeah, he touches Hal and, like, reads... He watches the movie Green Lantern, and he's like...
Oh, it's you, Hal.
So different. And then he's like, how's Carol doing? Wait, don't tell me. Touch. Watches last part of the movie.
Literally.
And then, anyone know what the fuck this is? Where Hal, like, touches Hector's head with his ring and, like, calls Parallax on the phone?
No idea. It's his funny phone.
He's dialing his funny voicemail. I have
Why is that?
no idea.
How does that work?
And he's struggling super hard to do so. Like, he's like,
Yeah, he, like, touches the ring to Hector's head and he's like,
and Parallax is like,
what?
you guys all
what is
suck.
this?
Earth is
What
like
is
a
this
meatball to
technique?
me. I don't know.
I'm gonna come kill and suck you. So yeah, then Hector, at the end of the phone call, Parallax hangs up the phone so hard that Hector just flies across the room screaming. I actually thought that he died here. Because he just goes flying. I think he, like, hits a wall and he's like, ah!
Yep.
I was like, oh, he's dead. Okay,
Yeah.
bye. But he's not.
I think he gets thrown into the same hole in the wall that he made when he first put on the Green Lantern ring.
And then Hal just leaves.
Or wait, no, this is a totally different scene. Sorry. No, he gets flown across the room into, like, a cloud of dust. And, like,
And Hal just leaves. Hal doesn't, like, follow up on that. He's just like, I gotta go.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the guy that
Gotta
the
get
guy
outta here.
that Parallax threw across the room is like nothing. He doesn't matter at all.
It's like he's like not even like,
it's like he's
it doesn't. No, the cop said it's okay.
It's okay. I watched the majority of I Think You Should Leave last night or 2
I
nights
saw
ago.
you posting about that.
Yeah.
I get the appeal. You watch it on a couch
Yay.
with 2 little bit drunk people who already have seen it. They love
I
it.
gotta say, like,
I didn't rig
that,
shit.
I think that skit, the embarrassed me at the party one is like one of the most underrated of the I Think You Should Leave skits. It's so good.
It's a good one.
A very good detail is at the beginning when he's like, so glad we're here. Barry's here. We haven't seen him in so long.
Yeah.
It's the guy. It's the same guy. It's like this guy that he's been looking forward to hanging out with.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think you should leave is good. There we go. Okay, we got that. Okay.
Sorry.
Hal meets up with Taika and Carol, and he just catches them up on the plot, which is his favorite thing to do.
Taika
with
says
Carol in
one
this film.
thing. He's like, "You're saying that Parallax is the guy?"
So let me get this straight. This conversation.
If I'm hearing you right.
Can I just read? I wrote down this entire conversation. It's
You're
so...
telling me I'm not?
He's
Should
like,
I
the ring made a mistake because I'm not fearless. And then Carol says, are you gonna walk away again? Please, Hal, explain to me just once. Why? Because I'm afraid. You don't think your dad ever felt afraid? Well, if he did, he figured out a way to beat it. There's a word for that. Courage.
I mean, he exploded is the thing.
This is so
weird. The whole time, I just felt like my brain was like being put through a cotton candy machine. Like, what the fuck is this conversation? There's a word for not being afraid. Courage. Yeah, I know. I get it.
Yeah, there's words for the opposite of a lot of things.
He says,
there's a word for not being
I'm
wet.
not fearless. And she says,
dry.
why are you trying to run away? And he says, because I'm afraid.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember when you said that. Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, I see what you're saying.
I'm scared. Why? Because I'm scared. But why don't you try being brave? I can't be brave. How do you be brave? I'll tell you how you be brave. Courage.
By being
Thank you, Carol.
brave.
By being brave, stupid. You dickhead.
Just do it, idiot.
I just think that in thinking about like, oh, Taika is not in this scene really at all. He's like literally just like, so you're telling me we're back at your apartment? And that's...
I mean, I didn't write down a single thing to do with Taika except that he's here.
Yeah, because that's literally all he
he-
does. But imagine how like impactful or like interesting it would be if Carol's already not a person. So just take her out of the scene. Make this be Taika Waititi being like, you're a superhero.
Val wants this movie to be all men.
There should be less women in movies and in the world.
I mean, I will say that often when men who don't know how to write women, they can do more harm than good.
It's just
As you might have observed if you read a little thing called shonen manga.
I was
She
gonna
could be-
say every time I'm like playing a Yakuza game and I'm like, God, these games it's just all men, and then a woman shows up and I'm like, ugh,
Oh, thank God.
right.
ugh.
Like Carol could
Maybe
be
we didn't need a woman to be in this game.
Carol could be replaced. Most of her lines could be replaced by like the ghost of his exploded dad, and they would
Yeah.
make exactly as much sense. Like, I'm disappointed in you. You're not living up to
Most
your...
of her lines don't need to be said because most of her lines are, you know, what they call bravery, courage.
You know,
It'd be really weird when she talked about
the
his,
other
like,
Green
dick
Lanterns have
size.
fear, but like, what did you say, Kika?
It'd be really weird when she talks about his like dick size and like they kiss. That would be
Well,
weird
the
if it
dad-
was his ghost dad.
The dad would say it in a different way to, you know, give the connotation of like, oh, like father, like son, you know, and then the kiss would be
okay.
cut. Yeah, they would cut the kiss, but
Okay.
They would cut it. As if it was going to be in it originally.
but like, you know, maybe like some parents kiss their kids on the mouth because
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, I just think that like, I mean, it's the same as like Dr. Manhattan, you know, that scene with him realizing that all life is precious on Earth because it's people or whatever the fuck, like is cheapened when you make it just about his one girlfriend. I feel like this scene is also kind of cheapened when you make it like about this. I don't know. I guess like they do have a history, but
Women ruin everything.
it's literally like he just like there's a part of halfway through the scene he like moves his face, he like leans forward so that his face is like a foot away from hers just to like be like, we're gonna do the scene close together now, and she like puts her hand on his neck and like Tom is just in the background just like, yeah, I would also say something, but it seems like my energy's really not welcome here, so like he's just like, I'm gonna go to the kitchen, see if you guys have any snacks.
You know what else is funny about this scene?
What?
It's funny that Jeffrey Rush thought that his character was Hal's mentor when Hal's mentor is actually Carol.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Did I say Jeffrey Rush is Carol?
No.
Yeah.
If I did, I meant character.
He's a character, but imagine Jeffrey Rush is Carol.
Jeffrey Rush is Carol.
Like, it's...
The conversation continues to be very dumb, where Hal is like, huh, you know what? They did say that the ball wouldn't have chosen me if it didn't see something in me that I can't see in myself. But I can't see what it sees in me that I can't see in myself. And then Carol's like, I see it. It's not fearless. It's the ability to overcome fear. Courage.
It's courage.
Which you have.
The synonym, the thing we're describing, the word for the thing we're describing. This is like an amazing writing hack of like, if you want to introduce a concept into dialogue, you just have the characters say the definition of a word and then say that's, and then the word.
Yeah.
You haven't done anything.
No.
Can I do an impression?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my impression of Hector in the movie. 1 sec.
It's
Yes! It's perfect. We only see his apartment when he's eating the noodles and then when he has the worst headaches of his fucking life.
He's walking inside screaming and crying.
just feels like
he must have
absolute
gotten fired from being a professor at that college, because otherwise he's just calling out with a migraine every day.
He's got tenure, it's fine.
Yeah.
Parallax calls him on the brain phone and says to kill Hal. Okay, great.
Uh-huh.
That's that scene.
He
Yeah.
says the Green Lantern. Obviously, Parallax doesn't know human names, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Not into that.
Hal flies to Oa, where the
Where's
Glorbians
that?
are forging a yellow ring for
The
Sinestro.
Smurfs the Smurfs are in the fear chamber, and they're like, let's do this. Let's do this really bad idea.
I did not remember them being like, yes, Sinestro, that's a great idea.
They were just kind
No,
of...
they didn't respond when they talked to him
I mean,
about
Yeah.
the thing you got to know about the Smurf Council is that they'll just do whatever you tell them. Like
they'll
as
do
long as
anything
it's about
as long as
undermining the Green Lanterns, who they hate.
as long as it sounds like a terrible idea for the universe in general, they will go for it.
Yeah, you see, they're immortal, and that means that they're just kind of really bored all the time.
I
and
can't
so
get
they're
over
just like, let's really mix things up. Whatever.
I cannot
Sinestro?
get over the fact that they just finished they just got done finished saying that we tried to use fear one time and it was the worst idea ever. The one guy who went through with it is now our most powerful enemy and super evil. And then Sinestro's like, but what if we did it? And they're like, yeah, what if we did it? Probably be different if we did it.
Why?
Like,
This is one of the all-time we've tried nothing and we're all out of it. What if you send more than 6 guys?
yeah.
Huh.
What if you
Oh,
get
well.
a big like an N95 or like one of those big plastic face shields they used in theaters and stuff. Maybe he can't suck you through one of those, you know?
Yeah, just staple your skeleton to the inside of your body and then you'll be fine. Just keep your mouth closed. He can't suck it out that way. They
ride up
Sinestro
to
explains
Parallax
his
and they're like, you
plan.
can't get us now. And they've got like Zorro-style blindfolds on, but with no
They
eyes.
just got ball gags in.
Ball gags.
Sinestro explains that his plan is to
They're like,
just
"Sinestro,
do
why do you
some
have so many of these?"
practice, just to do some practice with the power of fear and
Oh my
get
God.
good at it.
Yeah, he's like, okay, so this is a really powerful weapon. I'm gonna have to like take some time to get used to it. Earth is going to die and get eaten.
And then he's going to
But
train the entire
then-
Green Lantern Corps to become the Yellow Lantern Corps.
Uh-huh.
And he says, then we'll lose Earth, but then we'll be able to stop Parallax. Then the power of the enemy will be ours. And I'm just listening to this like, this sounds like a good plan.
Strat.
I have a
Strats.
theory.
Yes.
I think that when they filmed this movie, or when they filmed this scene at least, they didn't know what would be on the green screen behind them. Because Hal walks in, they're like on the roof of a building.
They're on their
outside,
little tower, yeah.
And Hal walks onto the roof of the tower where the guys sit in the big chairs,
Mm-hmm.
and Sinestro is there. And Sinestro goes, "You dare enter this chamber?"
It's not a chamber; it's an open air thing.
You're not,
Fully open.
sir. You are not in a
So
chamber.
you need to get like a door if you want to like approach it from that.
This is a
Vector.
special roof.
You dare walk into this room and there's a window behind me and you can see that the sky is bright purple, and you're watching it like, none of that is true.
You dare walk onto this my home? With my wife and child right here?
How dare
Who will
you
definitely
enter my
be green screened in
bedroom?
next to me?
You're fucking my wife, Haltorn. She's gas. An invisible, air-like gas.
She's a gas.
You get out of my wife room!
She occupies the size of the space that she's in hell.
Yeah,
Can't
she
go,
does.
Can't go anywhere with her. It's like
What the fuck
You're
happened
such a
now?
slut,
it's really
Martha.
weird. They're also like,
Honey, get in your outdoor tank.
he's like,
You gotta go to the store.
it's like how Mike Pence can't be in a room with a woman. It's like she can't be in a room with anyone because she is she's fully surrounding anyone in the room. Anyway, the Guardians, Hal is like, you guys are scared that Parallax is gonna defeat us all. And they're like, how dare you say that we're scared? And he's like, well, I did. And I don't take it back.
This is so fucking stupid.
Hal
I don't know if this
What?
is supposed to be like,
Like-
wow, so ironic. But they're like, you dare accuse us of being afraid
And Hal just says,
while we
like-
sit here forging the ultimate weapon of
Fear.
fear?
Fear, because
Hal
otherwise
just
we're pretty
says-
sure we wouldn't win.
Hal just says period, and
He says, I said what I said. And he clasps his nails.
cancel. Yeah, we'll see who cancels who. Woke
Woke
moralists.
moralists?
He gives such an awful speech here where he's like, on my
That's so
planet
bad.
we have a saying. The saying is, I'm only human.
Which
And it's
makes
an
more sense in
acknowledgement-
context of because everyone on Earth is.
It's an acknowledgement not of weakness, but of fear. And they're like, that was a very rousing speech, Jordan, but...
Yeah, but we gotta. There's paperwork.
That is not what I'm only human means.
No.
I'm getting
That
chased
means,
by a
like,
bear, and I'm like, I'm only human!
I'm only
Yeah,
human.
That's like when you cheat on your wife and you're like, "Oh, I'm only human."
Yeah, she's like, what were you afraid of?
It's an acknowledgement
My
of
wife.
fallibility, which
Yeah.
is maybe not a good argument to be making when you're telling
Inherently-
him to let you risk the entire universe.
Yes, like,
Fallibility
you fuck-
kind of
like-
implying some weakness.
yeah. He's like, you fuck up. Nobody else does that.
I love space stories where like we just pick like the writers just pick a characteristic to be like that's something only humans do. Like, for this movie, they just chose
It's failure.
fucking up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do also want to reiterate, by the way, this came up last time, but Sinestro's whole thing was he was like, Hal, you'll never be a Green Lantern because you have fear. Fear must be eradicated. I hate fear so much. I hate fear the most.
I mean,
of
that
Fear
anyone.
is
sounds like
bad.
it just kind of sounds like he's projecting there.
Yeah.
And now he's just like, I just need like an hour to master the power of fear.
Typical guy.
He's just
But
changed
basically
his,
how,
he's changed his username to FearFan42.
Hal basically convinces them to let him fight Parallax alone.
Why
And
does
he's
he
like,
need permission
if
for
I
this?
lose, then I die and Earth dies, and then you can do your own fucking stupid thing.
Surely this is not how the Guardians and the Green Lanterns work. I mean, is it just because it's Parallax? But like, nobody else has to go and be like, "There's a thing in my sector. Can I fight it?" Okay, great, thanks. Like, why would
I
he
don't
need
know, I mean-
permission?
Well, no. So he's not asking for permission. He's asking, like, this does make sense. He's asking them to not put that fucking thing on.
But they're already planning to not
what he-
stop Parallax from attacking Earth.
No, but that's what they're saying. What he's saying is, don't put that thing on. Like, don't put that yellow ring on your finger.
On your finger?
On your finger until I fought Parallax.
but he's
Right. If I lose, Earth is going to get destroyed anyway, which you were already going to let happen. So the only difference will be that I will be dead, which you would love.
I just don't understand. Like, if Sinestro is already establishing, we're not gonna save Earth, we're gonna fuck around with the ring first. Because Hal doesn't like mention anything. I mean, he says like, don't use the ring. It's not worth it or whatever.
He says you should never cross the line and use fear.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess he's not saying.
He's not saying, like, yeah, no, wait.
He's just like
I
hold
gotta-
off on the yellow.
Hey,
before.
hey, Chief, don't take me off this case.
Don't become Sinestro from the comic books.
Mhm.
Right.
And then
Unfortunately.
Sinestro because Hal is like, I'm gonna prove that will is stronger than fear could ever be.
Who's Will? And Sinestro's like, who's Will?
My neighbor who keeps stealing my mail.
And Sinestro is like, you know, Hal, you truly are a Green Lantern. Which, like, I feel like it's a very weird moment, because I feel like what that's supposed to be is like, wow, Sinestro is acknowledging him as being more courageous than he thought. He's like, you're a true Lantern.
What it reads as is like, wow, the Green Lanterns have gone to shit. I'm gonna get radicalized.
Right, that's what Sinestro
Wow,
is
you
like.
will have
You
no
really are a
place
Green
in my
Lantern.
yellow
The people
lantern.
that I'm trying to undermine and get rid of them because they're useless.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like that was what they were going for.
Maybe
Hal gets
it
back to
was.
Earth.
Maybe it was a good line.
That might have been good. Hal gets back to Earth.
That is what I predicted, by the way, that he would face off against Sinestro using words. I also just want to say that our broken way of watching movies did create the incredible orangutangent of last episode, because I was starting to say, the thing about will versus fear, because I was saying, oh, it's your own will versus someone else's fear, but apparently it's your own fear also. And I don't understand why the Guardians would be like, the way to overcome fear is to completely ignore it and not harness it at all. But
also, it feels weird that, like, the Green Lanterns are supposed to have existed for fucking forever.
Why not just use, like, all the stuff?
The Green Lanterns are supposed to have existed forever, and Hal, via Carol, is the first person to ever be like, you know, the rings actually pick people not because they're fearless, but because they're courageous. And there's a subtle difference there.
Well, again, it's like, it's the humans are the only ones that fuck up.
It's so stupid. They inexplicably, Hector and Hal, like, for some fucking reason, they have their big showdown in Ferris.
Look, they only had so many sets.
Mm-hmm.
Right, why is it in the
They're
airplane
really, like, because they run out of money.
And they literally
So
just
weird.
introduce a wheelchair for Hector so that he can stand up from it later.
By God,
scene.
that's Hector's music.
Yeah, he's got Carol floating in the air with a Cheeto dust syringe at her neck, and
Where'd he
Hector's
get
she's
more?
pretty, but I'm a nerd.
Where'd he get that? Is that his blood? Are they compatible?
Great question.
Maybe it's his blood. Maybe
they
he
harvested
got it
more
from
of the
Abin
sample.
Sur.
Yeah.
Because
They were like, we discovered a second alien species in the alien. That
I think they dumped Avin, so like after they just dumped him into the ocean.
Where did he get Carol?
Where did
That's
he
my
get
bigger
Carol?
question.
Again, they
Hal
ran
was
out of
busy
time and money.
going to Oa.
They ran out of time and money. This is when the movie runs out of time and money.
Why is she asleep?
Yeah. How was she asleep? How did he get her?
He pointed at her and said, "Sleep!"
He lost his memory touch power and got the power of stasis, I guess, between scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Seriously.
he communed with the darkness.
He switched out his spell slots or whatever.
So yeah, Hal walks in and he's like, I know how you feel. It's tough being a Chad. And Hector's like, no, it isn't.
I'm not a Chad, you bitch.
Hal is like, no,
you would never
because
understand
I know what it's
why
like.
skull ratios are so different from yours.
I went
I
to
know
a
what it's like
phrenologist
being afraid of-
and he kicked me in the dick.
I know what it's like to be afraid of not measuring up to people's expectations.
Look at me. I'm just wearing a long sleeve t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah, he takes off the ring and he's like, look at my casual look.
Look at my completely
And-
pristine casual look.
Yeah.
It would have been funny though if he takes it off and he's
No.
like covered in like mustard stains and he's like, this is my true form.
Or like he has like a sweater with just like one mustard stain.
No, you don't understand, Hector. I'm normcore.
Yeah.
I am foul bachelor frog, really.
I dress like a 2000s dad.
So this was so weird because Hector's like, I'm gonna make her a nasty fear lady, and then we'll both be big heads, and
Not-
she'll be
We're-
like,
and
wow,
we're gonna
my
have,
big head
like-
husband.
And
Not
I'll make
because- not
How
because-
I'm gonna make you watch as we have gross big head sex.
Not because he loves being a fear guy and having a huge head and it's the best he's ever felt, so together they can rule the world with their big heads. But because specifically, the big head is what makes him unattractive, so he has to make her also have a big head, so she's like,
It's-
well, guess I gotta lower my
It's literally
standards.
Pua shit. It's literally Pua shit.
This is the thing. If you if a guy asks somebody out and they say no, and then 2 days later the guy poops his pants, he can't then be like, ugh, this is why she rejected me. Girls hate guys with poopy pants. If she had pooped her pants, we could be together.
We're even having this fucking conversation. Oh, this backstory. It's not in the movie. I don't care about whether he's like, oh, she never won. Did you ask her out? Don't answer that. I don't care. I don't care, Hector. What the fuck is the point of any of this in this movie?
Yeah.
He's also saying that while dumping horse lacks to fit to her beverage.
We'll both be nasty shitters now.
Also,
Hal looks up in horror and sees a diaper on Carol.
The funny thing is that Carol doesn't ever see Hector in Big Head before he's dead.
That's true. Even when she wakes up, he's already been sucked to death.
Yeah, he's being sucked. Like,
oh my god.
Oh my
Maybe
god.
she would have liked it. Maybe
Yeah,
she would be like, Hal, you're pretty
Oh.
handsome, but your head is
My
only
king.
a 5 head.
oh.
I wish you had like an
Hector.
18 head.
Hector, your cranium.
10 out of 10.
She's like secretly, she's secretly like an old timey phrenologist. Like she's like, oh,
Wow.
let me get my calipers out.
So classy.
I'm gonna need a bigger set of calipers.
His sophistication node of his skull is so large. I don't know what the phrenology areas are.
That's fine. Nobody should.
Yeah.
So this is so weird though. Like Hal takes off the ring and he's like, you don't need to make her like you. You can be like me. Which sounds like he's offering to like go to the gym with him and like help him get ripped.
Hey, you don't need to work at the library. You can work out at the gym with me.
Work out at the gym. If you put on the Green
But
Lantern ring, you will be 5 inches taller.
A problem that I have with this whole thing that's happening right here is that all of this hinges on mechanics of how the ring work that we don't know about. Because he's offering him the ring, suggesting that it can give him the power of the lanterns, which I'm like, okay, is that how that works? I guess I just have to accept that that's how the ring works, is that the person who wears it can use it.
Uh-huh.
But then there's also the thing in a moment where he reveals that like the trick was that if someone who isn't chosen by the ring tries to use it specifically to attack the person who the ring did choose, then it turns around and hits the false user.
That's the other thing is like
where is any of this? I don't know about this.
He uses the ring a couple times, like he's like ooh woohoo and like pew, zaps it, like zaps the wall.
So you can use it to blow shit up, but if you try to attack the user, and
then
also
you die.
when he sends a ring blast at Hal, the blast like pauses in the air to wait for Hal to like reveal his plan.
It is beat for beat.
Still comes out.
Late book Harry Potter wand lore. It is exactly the same.
The beam is just like hovering still in the air and
waiting
and
for
Hal...
orders.
Oh yeah, because the setup of this epic line is that Hector's like, if you give me the ring, I'll let Carol down, and he gives him the ring.
You already did, buddy.
I will say, Hector never fucking says that. Like,
no, he does.
No, he never says that. Hal says, "I'll give you the ring, and you can and then you can let her down." And he doesn't let her down, and he never says, "Okay." Before Hal says, "No, take it, take it."
Well, anyway, the point is, Hector, he's like, "You said you'd let her down," and Hector says, "I lied," which apparently isn't true. And then he blasts Hal, but the blast floats in front of Hal's face and doesn't hit him. And then Hal goes, "I lied too. The way it works is you have to be chosen." And then the blast is like, "All right, let me get him, boss," and just turns around and flies at Hector.
What the fuck kind of message is that sending?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, you have to be no, certain people are better than others, Hector.
There's no theme to this. It's a purely mechanical, like, oh, that's how the ring works. Okay, got it.
I'm like, no, Hector. I have privilege, and that's good.
You have to be
the
born.
Ball
good
saw
looking.
that in me. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Sorry.
But like, what if it had blasted him? Would he just be like, "Oh shit, I thought it wouldn't do that"?
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I thought I knew how this worked, but I guess I don't."
This is what's so fucking annoying, though, is I thought that I knew what was happening here, and I thought that it was kind of clever, and it turned out I was wrong. I thought that he used the ring to make a fake ring.
Oh.
That would have been good.
That would have been
And
cool.
that he was the one using the real ring to like make the blasts.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hector was going to try to blast him, and then the blast would stop, and he'd be like, you
Psych.
know, you don't understand how the rings work, but the only thing you can make anything with them. The only thing that limits that is your creativity. And then he shows that he's wearing the real ring, and then the ring vanishes from Hector's hand. And he's like, whoa, and then the blast turns into a big boxing glove. But no, it's just
I like that version of
You
the
have to
movie
be-
better.
you have to be chosen.
You know
Well,
what?
yeah.
You know what I also remembered? Remember how they set up that whole thing of the ring has to be charged by the lantern?
Uh,
Where'd
No.
that go?
It was
nowhere.
only for the comedy makeover scene with
It was-
Taika.
It
It
was
was
the
so-
classic
it-
rule of two.
It was so that when comic book nerds watch this movie, they wouldn't be like, actually, he needs to charge the ring before he can use it again.
They didn't even have, like,
It's
when they're
not
back
relevant.
at his
He
apartment,
charged
they
it.
didn't
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
They didn't show him, like, when they're back at his apartment, like, trying to figure out what he should do, like, the ring is charging in the lantern or
I mean,
something. Like,
he doesn't
it would
need to
take
let
2
it charge.
seconds.
He literally just needs to bump it.
So you're telling me, Val, that if you watched a movie and there was a scene where there was like tension because a character's phone was dead and they charged it when they get home or whatever, you would demand that happens 2 more times?
No. I would, if
Oh,
they, at the beginning of the
Well, so
movie,
there was no tension.
they were
There was
given
no
a
ten-
phone and told, you have to keep this charged. And then in the middle, as they're, like, starting to learn how to use the phone, it fucking dies. And then they
Yeah.
recharge it. I would expect there would be a third example of that where he's like, I've mastered phone chargering.
Like,
actually.
I want to see this movie about people learning how to use the phone.
like so much of this goddamn movie. It's just like, oh no, it's fine. Like,
Yeah.
like the thing is that the charging thing is not established in like a way, like it never fails him in like an important moment.
Nope.
He never needs to charge
Yeah.
it.
No,
He does it when he's trying to show off to Taika Waititi.
To his one
Yeah,
friend.
and you're right, Giga. It's literally only in the movie because if it wasn't, then yeah, people would be like, why don't they ever talk about how the ring has to be charged?
Movie for nerds.
Yeah. Parallax bursts in and he starts sucking Hector off for failing him.
Yeah. God,
Don't you hate it when you get a like bad score in your performance review and your boss starts sucking your face out of your face?
Supervisor sucks your skeleton out.
Yeah, you get a bad performance review and the throat goat just lands on it.
Like you see your coworker go into the meeting room and like half an hour later they come out and they're like a dried corn husk person
like,
and you're like, not good. And you're like,
I loved the Hector husk. It's so fucking weird looking. We don't. This is what's weird though. We don't see husks left by anyone
Oh,
else.
no.
Everyone else
Well,
turns to dust, but
that-
we see like a bag of Hector.
because
Only humans do that.
he still has to have a wrinkly, dried out ring,
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
finger
because
with
there
his-
needs to be a
with the ring
body
on
for
it.
them to pull the ring off of.
which couldn't be a pile of dust with a ring in it.
Um,
No, it couldn't.
So yeah, Hal is like going to get the ring off the corpse, but Parallax starts sucking him away. And this is where Carol like runs into the computer room and is like, I know what'll stop him. The goddamn US Air Force.
I gotta type like I've never typed before.
Clack, 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 clack. Yeah, so she like loads up one of the sabers and blasts Parallax with it, and he's like, no, this is so much stronger than 6 Green Lanterns.
Well,
America's enemies beware.
the Earth Green Lantern actually spends the same amount on their Green Lantern training as the next 10 Green Lanterns combined. So
Yeah, so he like gets blasted away and he like recoils and has to like take a minute to like reconstitute or whatever the fuck. So Carol Carol runs over to Hector's body and is like, huh, and throws Hal the ring.
right, she finally learns what he looks like.
Huh. Is that Hector? What the fuck?
Wait,
Anyway, here's
Big, but also shrunken.
what? Was this Megamind?
She literally doesn't react to the fact that this
Nope.
is Hector's corpse.
Did he
No.
suck off Megamind?
They were
'cause-
childhood friends.
Maybe because his forehead looks like a marshmallow that he put in the microwave, where it gets huge and then deflates, you know?
Yeah, anyway, Hal like flies them out to safety.
I didn't mean to say a marshmallow he puts in the microwave. Like, when Hector does it, the marshmallow behaves really strangely.
He does it wrong.
What a fail nerd. I bet when he microwaves marshmallows, they get weird.
This is the scene where Carol is like, Hal, you can't. No, it's not safe.
So she tosses him the ring to, like, fight him off, and then, like, the next cut, they're on the roof, and she's, like, crying, like, this thing is gonna kill you. And he's like, yes.
And Hal's like, I always beat the odds, you know that. I beat the unbeatable drones. Why can't I beat this? And Carol's like, no, please, you can't.
This isn't drones, this is a giant poop snake.
Yes, it is. It really looks like poops of lava.
It's like that. It's like the it's like those firecrackers that are just like the snake, and it just like the firecracker just shits because you catalyze an oxidation reaction, and it just kind of just.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I like to think about
I think
it.
I know what you're talking about. Again, though. This is what I was saying earlier, is like, what's with the sabers? Why are they in the movie? Because this is where it feels like he would be like, besides, we have a secret weapon. And there would be like like a story about the drones are like putting me out of a job, but automation is good and we love the Air Force.
I think I would shit on that too. Like, I think I would be like, wait, what?
I'm not saying it would be.
The
I'm not saying it would be better. It's just weird that they set up the sabers at all, and
they
then
can't
the
even
only
go
thing
to
that they do
space.
is she
But
just
they do.
uses one of them as like a turret.
No, they don't go to space. He makes them in space. He makes them better.
I know.
So weird. Anyway, we watch L.A. receive the suck of terror.
Yeah.
And
Is that L.A.? I don't think that's L.A. That doesn't look like L.A. I don't know what. It's.
I thought that was where they were.
I did
San
too.
Francisco. I don't know.
I did too. I don't know where this is. Is this Las Vegas? It's somewhere.
It's
Toronto.
Star City. I don't know.
Anyway, Parallax is, just sucking
we get
people
5
up.
minutes of watching civilians run and scream and die.
Yeah, this is like, I was not expecting as many civilians to run and scream and die, given that no one died in the helicopter scene.
People are really running away and dying anyway. Like, there's a scene where it's like the police are like, you gotta evacuate the area, we got an emergency.
I mean,
People
it's a
are
giant poop snake. What are you gonna do?
People are like standing around idly, and then they like get it and they start running away, and then it's too late.
Damn.
Yeah. If only they had listened to the police warning, they would have died in a different location.
Our boys in blue.
That was something I was thinking about as we're watching all the people running and screaming, but I'm just thinking about the fact that there's probably already like 10,000 dead people inside of the cloud from the start.
Also,
like, he just lands in the middle of the city. Like, there's a lot of fucking dead people immediately.
you could also, they wouldn't know this, but you could just run inside. Because Parallax isn't going to go through the trouble of breaking every window.
Yeah, poop snakes can't go inside.
Cloud, he probably gets through.
Poop snakes can't go inside.
He destroyed the wall at Lockheed Farton.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
I think I talked about this last time, but I hate Hal's use of the ring in that, like, it doesn't feel like it is characterizing of him.
No.
The Hot Wheels thing did, but now it's like Parallax like blasts a fireball, one single fireball at the like bus driver lady that I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, he says,
how,
fuck
like,
this woman particularly.
Yeah, which is he's like sucking up everybody, and then he sees this one lady, and he's like, "I'm gonna spit a little fire." He goes, "Boo!"
He's racist.
And how like makes like a medieval catapult that like catches it, and the arm goes down, and then springs back
like
up.
Most of what he makes is just artillery.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not in ways that feel like they fit him.
No.
He also like throws like a tractor trailer truck or whatever those are called.
It's an oil tanker.
And he like throws it up in the air, but the way he does it is he makes a big spring underneath it.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Like, clong! Like, okay.
Yeah, and then he makes like an anti-aircraft gun and like shoots it. Like, why does he have to make an why can't he just like blow it up with his ring.
Yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, it just, a lot of this just feels very out of nowhere for Hal as a character, but he does a shield and Parallax is like taunting him. He's like, "You're scared, your dad is dead." And Hal is like, in brightest day,
Maybe you're just like your father, Tupel.
Yeah.
If I should die before I wake.
Heavenly Father, who art in... No.
Our Father who art in heaven, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done
Thy
on
will
earth
be
as
done,
it is
no
in
evil
heaven.
shall
Okay,
escape my
wait,
sight.
stop. Okay, that's enough. This is so weird, though, that this is how Hal, like, gets the upper hand.
Mhm.
Is Parallax is like, "You're scared," and Hal's like, "Green Lantern," and flies into Parallax's mouth and then shoots out his asshole.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Why didn't anybody else think about that?
He gives him the all the way through.
You're gonna give me the suck? Well, you can't suck me from inside your butt.
Give him the old crazy straw. Yeah, so that brings Parallax out into the outer space, outside of the Earth atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
I know that the Green Lanterns are really, really fast and stuff, but I did have a really hard time with the fact that Hal goes from ground to a satellite in space to the asteroid belt in like 20 seconds of movie.
It's so good. It's
But, you know,
so
the
bad.
okay.
It's what the fuck is happening?
The Green Lanterns can fly very fast. I think that in some comics it says that they can fly faster than light, whatever.
It's more of a shot composition issue.
It really doesn't look right.
It feels like the asteroid belt is in like low Earth orbit. The thing that really got me, and I'm being so nitpicky, and I know this movie is not the only movie to ever do this, but Hal and Parallax are doing they fly through the asteroid belt. That's all I need to describe it, as you know exactly how that scene works in the movie. The asteroids are literally like 10 feet apart.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But, I mean,
asteroids
the
are like
thing is,
hundreds of thousands of miles apart.
The whole thing is so small.
Hal gets scraped up when he gets thrown into the street earlier, and then he hurts his shoulder when he's thrown into an asteroid and breaks it in half.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What is this man's durability?
At least normally in an asteroid belt sequence in a movie, it's like a ship flying around.
Uh-huh.
Hal is like, he has to like squeeze in his tummy to fit between the asteroids. That's how close together they are.
This is like, it's exactly as realistic as if he were to like fly off to the moon and then fly off to the sun. Like, those things are not comparable distances.
That's what he does. That's exactly what he does.
Yeah, I mean, I think I hope it's not the real sun. I hoped it was.
It is the sun.
Well,
it's
the sun is the closest star, so
yeah. What would be better? Like, if it was Alpha Centauri? Like, that's...
I don't know.
Any other star would be so much farther.
If he had to, like, fly faster than light, like, that'd be something. If he was like, with the power of will.
I mean...
like, you will not catch me.
No.
I don't know. That would be something.
No, they go
through the asteroid belt, and then he turns around, and oops, there's the sun.
He's gone to Oa several times. He can go faster than light. It's no problem.
I guess that's true.
It's only when the script calls for him to be...
Oa is next door to Earth.
Yeah, it's just like hidden.
Yeah, it's my very energetic, overweight mother just bought 6 pizzas or whatever the thing is.
Oh. I haven't heard that mnemonic, so I was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
I'm just telling a random.
I was like, what the fuck are you
making up a new sentence?
What are you saying?
Val, that's great, but that's really not related to what we're talking about right now.
Way too many. You can't be eating those pizzas on the podcast.
Like, I'm gonna say, I would never object to you eating pizza on the podcast.
Well,
I would.
You should, yeah.
No, I think it's fine.
My very energetic mother just bought? No.
Bought? What's B?
Us 6
Saw.
pizzas.
I don't know.
So, my very energetic mother, Mars, just Jupiter.
Gave!
Snarfed.
No, it's S.
Snarfed.
Stole?
Shucked?
Shucked? What are you shucking off a pizza?
Pepperoni.
Sucked.
Sucked, yeah.
My very energetic mother.
And it would be
just
9
sucked
pizzas.
up
It was
pizza.
it was 9 pizzas because it's Neptune, Pluto.
Oh, it sucked up 9 pizzas, sorry.
Served us 9
Okay.
pizzas.
But now it's served us 9.
Another version of this is my very elegant mother just sat upon 9 porcupines, which just...
That's not very elegant at all.
It's not very elegant. That's
Well,
worse
you
than
didn't see the
stepping
way
on a
she did
crack.
So Hal looks directly into the sun from 5 feet away.
This elegant mother sits on 9 porcupines.
And you won't believe what happens.
Lives to regret it. So Hal repeats a line that Grongol said last time, which is the bigger you are, the faster you burn, when he was talking about
Yeah, I
how
didn't
the
really
sun-
comment on that. That doesn't make...
Who?
It's not a
who
thing.
says
No
that?
one says that.
What the fuck was his name? I wrote down Grongol.
Kilowog.
Kilowog?
Kilowog. Yeah, it didn't make sense the first time he said it. Also, a lot of this movie is about things getting sucked, huh?
Uh-huh.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So basically what happens here is Hal makes a belt.
What is the point of these drones? Because he creates the twin drones that he was fighting against, and he attaches himself to them, like that picture of Daniel Radcliffe as the dog walker, where he's got the belt with all the leashes attached to it. But it's only one.
He can
it's 2.
fly.
He can fly. What are the jets doing?
Why does he need a jet belt?
I don't know. Because also, like, are they pulling him away from the sun's gravity? Because they're struggling to do something.
That is the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then why does he slowly float towards the sun when he is asleep? Whatever. They also they show Parallax like looking at him while he's like got the drones behind him pulling his belt, and Parallax, what is he doing?
The
He's
thing
just
is,
like,
Parallax. The idea here is that Parallax is stronger than Hal, but he's so much bigger that the gravity of the sun is pulling him way harder than it's pulling Hal.
Not even remotely how gravity works.
Okay, but like this would make sense if Parallax was massive. He's a cloud.
He is a cloud.
It's more that Parallax has more inertia and cannot move out of the gravitational well as well.
He literally just looks like in Futurama, where there's that giant gorilla head, and Amy is like, I used to play mini golf as a kid. You have to start going just as the mouth is about to close.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Is
why?
that from post reboot?
I don't think
Is
so.
it in widescreen? What's the aspect ratio?
I don't remember the aspect ratio of the giant gorilla head. But yeah, it's just weird. It just looks like they're like, look, we animated his head.
Yeah, so Hal
I guess it makes
screams
sense
at
that
him,
he's
"You like
struggling
giving
against the
people the
gravity."
suck, huh? Well, here's a suck of your
Yeah,
very
suck
own."
this.
And Parallax goes, "No."
Wait, oh my god. If they were going to say that Kilowog did something to train Hal, and he defeats Parallax by having him get sucked into the sun, why didn't he say gravity's a bitch?
Bad movie.
Right? That's a lost opportunity.
Bad movie.
Bad film. So Hal is, okay, I think that what's going on here is Parallax is like, he's like just strong and fast enough that he's not getting pulled back. He's like kind of starting to inch away from the sun. So Hal needs to punch him toward the sun, but he's already using his ring to make the 2 jets.
Uh-huh.
So he turns off the jets and starts getting pulled toward the sun again so that he can make a big fist. Boom! Parallax goes, no!
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
But then Hal is getting pulled into the sun, but Sinestro, Kilowog, and Tomar Ray, they're finally here to contribute by making 3 ropes.
They did it. They got 3 of them.
They don't even talk to him! They just make ropes and pull him away from the sun. The
Like,
Jeffrey
maybe-
Rush,
maybe
Mark
it's-
Strong,
maybe he
and
really
Michael Clark
is.
Duncan have gone home. They are not here for this part.
Maybe he really is
just a
like
PNG.
the best. Maybe he really is the best Green Lantern just because all the other Green Lanterns are so shitty at it.
And the ring is only limited by your own creativity. And literally, the only things that we see the Green Lanterns do in this movie is make ropes.
Ropes
And
and
that's not a
chains and
euphemism.
walls.
They just make ropes and chains.
They're horny.
Ropes and chains.
Yeah, what does it mean that Parallax is going around sucking everybody and the Green Lanterns are making ropes? Is there something there?
No, that's disgusting. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Sorry. I know that's a novel idea to make a cum joke on this.
Literally, I'm
podcast,
not
but-
joking. We see there are two things that we see the Lanterns do in this movie aside from Hal.
Aside from beat up Hal.
Well, there's Sinestro and Kilowog like spar with him and make weapons and stuff and fight. But then the only other thing that we ever see Green Lanterns besides Hal do is make things to like tie things to other things. Kilowog is like creatively using his ring to like make the sun and the discs and all that to fight Hal. And then as soon as anything else is happening, they're like, all we can do is make ropes. I got nothing.
That's not very creative.
Yeah,
So yeah, they pull him away from the sun and then they just float silently next to him.
Literally.
And that's the end of that.
They don't say anything.
The movie's basically over now.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically, like, then they go back to Oa, right? They go back to the area with all the Green Lanterns in it.
Yeah, and Sinestro gives a speech to the Lanterns where he's like, Hal was so epic because he was the only Lantern to ever realize that you can use the ring to do things. And they all go, yeah! And they blast green.
Yeah, Hal!
Woo! Yeah, 3,600 voices in unison. Woo! Yeah, Hal!
And also, every fucking alien on the screen for this part where they're making a big thing in the sky is humanoid.
Mm-hmm.
Head on the top, 2 arms, 2 legs. Boom.
Dick and balls in the middle.
Yeah.
Right
Big
in the belly
slapping-
button area.
Some large, some small, just flopping around.
Just like all of us, right?
Uh-huh.
Just like all of us.
Just all of us with our dick and balls in the belly button area.
So, yeah,
One big
Sinestro
butt
is
cheek.
like... Sinestro's like,
One big
it
cheek.
turns out we were right the first time, and we shouldn't give in to fear. And then he turns to Hal and he's like, you're impertinent, rash, and opinionated. Looks like we've got a new Abin Sur on our hands. And everyone goes, oh, yeah, Hal.
Go Hal.
Sinestro
here-
slaps him and says, that's for leaving, and then kisses him and says, that's for
That's
coming
for
back.
coming back.
Here's something that I wrote in my notes at 1 a.m.
Yes.
Carol is on her Halcony. We'll see if that holds up in the morning. Nope.
No,
Did not.
did not.
She only ever uses that balcony to meet Hal.
Sorry, past me. You fucked up.
I'm being outvoted. Well, no. It's a tie because me and past Sam say it's good.
Yeah.
Two against two.
Present Sam say no. Editing Sam can split the tie.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
Hey, editing Sam here. It's actually pretty good, I've decided.
Holy shit. Holy
Thank you,
shit.
editing Sam.
He's there. What the fuck?
He doesn't usually chime in during the recording.
Yeah.
I've never seen him come out of the producer booth.
He sounds exactly like you, Sam.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, that was so good. Okay, I need to not break kayfabe.
The kayfabe of not thinking I'm funny.
Yeah.
So Hal tells Carol that he has to travel for work. I don't know.
He
That's what happened.
He literally says that. Yeah, he's like, my new job's gonna take me away.
Hey, babe,
away,
I'm gonna
but
be
not
gone for
gone.
a few months at a time. Take care of the kids for me, will ya?
Also,
Bye.
Do they get paid? Do
Also-
the Green Lanterns get paid?
No.
he's got the domino mask on. The first fucking thing we learn about the about the costume is that the mask is only on when he needs to hide his identity.
Well, it's
Maybe the...
maybe it's like, no, she's like,
The ring is like,
I
yeah, the
was
ring is
gonna
like,
try.
she'll be,
Whatever.
she'll have to say that she likes your face if we put the mask on, and then she asks you to take it off. It's literally just so that Carol can be like, can you take the mask off? And then he does, and she's like, that's so cool. Oh my
You're
God.
so cool.
And he's like, bye, bitch, and then he flies off into space.
He's like, I literally made 2 drone planes, but you didn't see it, so.
Movie end!
Movie end.
No, the movie's not over until Tomar Ray gives our second narration about how great Hal.
All right,
point of this?
did you transcribe it directly?
I wrote, Hal was the best Green Lantern ever. His humanity was not a weakness, it was his greatest strength.
All right.
He doesn't. We don't see him saying it to anyone. Is he just telling us? Because we should know.
I mean, to be fair, he did do the opening narration.
Oh, God. But the opening narration was, like, establishing the history, right?
And now it's establishing the future. Good night.
Hal is epic.
How was that?
Mid-credits scene, Sinestro says, I will become myself from the comics now. See you in the sequel.
Yellow looks good with red.
Yeah.
Movie end.
Can't wait to watch Green Lantern 2.
What a bad movie. Let's decide what we're watching next.
Well, before we do
right.
that, just final thoughts. Like, I don't know. It's not the worst movie we've watched. It's just fucking stupid.
It's just a very bad movie.
Yeah.
It's not like a horrible movie. It's
Just really bad.
Honestly,
it's very, very bad, but it doesn't cross the line from bad to terrible, I would say.
Yeah.
you know what? I bet if this movie came out 10 years later in the, like, Marvel Big Bang, when everyone was primed and wanting to see more superhero movies, and they, you know, if it had a little bit higher of CGI budget, like Marvel movies, I bet this would seamlessly blend into the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And would not be, like,
Yeah.
a jokily bad movie.
But no,
Like,
this
it is bad. It is bad. I think it's bad. But I feel like if it had a little more, like, cultural cover of, like, other superhero movies coming out at the same time, it could have really, like, just...
Yeah, it's just
You know.
failed Iron Man, though. It's just
so
failed
funny
Iron
that
Man.
this was supposed to launch the DCEU.
I know.
That's so fucking funny.
And then they had to relaunch it.
Just kidding.
You know what, though? Man of Steel is a better movie than this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
darker.
I mean, it's hard to say because Man of Steel is so self-serious, but it is better than this.
I think it's, like, if you're gonna...
Like, at least fucking Zach goes for it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel so weird. I don't know if I'm making sense when I say this, but I really do feel like this movie, if I'm, like, making a tier list,
Uh-huh.
this is, like, D tier. It's nowhere near being bad enough to be F tier.
Mhm.
It's just so D tier.
Like,
Uh-huh.
if we compare this on the Zach metric, like, the thing is, I kind of like Zach. I kind of like Zack Snyder. I like that he goes for it. I like that he's, like, really going for it in his movies.
Yeah.
Like, he tries to do something, and he cares, and he likes anime, and he likes video games, and you can see that. I don't like anyone who worked on this. I think the Gulag, these people deserve the Gulag for what they've done. And
It really doesn't feel like it has any vision at all.
no,
of what
it's
supposed to be.
so soulless. It's just a
Right.
money-making machine. Speaking of,
Patreon.com/0 to0.
no, I'm thinking the next thing we should do is Fantastic Four.
The one with Chris Evans.
I mean, if we can get the Roger Corman
The
one,
one with Chris Evans.
we'll do that.
Lauren did have an idea, which is that for October we could do Ghost Rider / Blade.
Ooh.
Okay, so but that's
Which
5
one is-
weeks. Are you okay with that? Because
one
it's
is Blade?
Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, Blade 1, 2, and 3.
All
I
of
wasn't
them?
saying all of them.
No, that's not how we do this. We do the whole thing. I'm not about to just watch one part of a series. We watched Elektra. I'm not letting that be for nothing.
No, but we would have to watch the entirety of a movie in a week, which we definitely do not do.
Oh, sorry, that's not how that works. No.
Yeah,
Okay. But
that's what
do-
that's what we were saying.
I think we could get away with doing Ghost Rider and Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance in October. I think that's fitting, and then we can do Blade the next month.
Like, cut him in half.
What?
With a blade.
Ghost
With a
Rider,
blade.
it's 2 movies. It's Ghost
Right.
Rider is the first one, and Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance is the second one.
Right, so
that's-
we would them
No.
in
We
half,
just go. No, we do it the same way.
then it would be October and half of November.
Yeah, fine.
That's
Whatever.
fine.
Well,
I mean, this episode's gonna come out in October.
it's
are we
already
all-
October now.
Let's not overthink this. Are we good with doing Ghost Rider next?
The one is Ghost Rider with Chris Evans.
No, it's with Nicolas Cage.
Okay, but I'm gonna make a printout of Chris Evans' face, and I am
We'll
gonna glue it
get
to my laptop.
We'll get to it.
Okay, I'll tape it.
I think it's time to meet Nick.
I'll scotch
Can I
tape
say
it.
I've never met Nick?
You've
do
never
you mean?
What? You've never
Oh,
seen
you've never seen a
Nicolas
movie.
Cage?
I've never seen a movie with Nicolas Cage in
That's
it.
so fucked up. But
Sorry.
that's really exciting for this podcast
Yeah.
because he has a way of acting.
He does?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Very distinct.
Huh.
Well,
that's fun.
He
I'm
got
excited. I
away
can't wait to
about
meet Nick.
him.
I'm really excited.
Don't know what it is.
Because the thing about Ghost Rider is that it's a kind of funny movie, but Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance is a fucking wild movie.
Oh, have you seen them?
I have seen both of them, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Excellent.
Ghost Rider expert.
The Ghost Rider, wait, is Ghost
But
Rider
yeah.
the Marvel character?
He is a Marvel character.
Because I think there's one in the
But yeah.
is there a Netflix series with them?
I don't think so. But yeah, so Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance is directed by Neville Dean and Taylor, who are the brain Crank and Crank High Voltage are their brain child movies, which are some of the greatest action movies ever made because they're just a man who has to do cocaine because if he doesn't
He has to do action movie stuff.
because he has to do
he'll
action movie
die.
stuff or his heart will explode.
Yes.
I haven't seen any of those movies, but I feel like he kind of owes it to society to die.
It's so good. Those movies rule so hard.
Doctor, what's the diagnosis? Well, you're gonna die if you don't crash helicopters into oil tankers every 10 minutes for the rest of your life.
Mhm.
I was like,
Okay.
okay, well, I better do that. And the doctor's like, whoa.
No. This is the lawyer who's going to write up your will.
I wasn't telling you that so you could do it. I'm telling you that so you know that you have to die.
He couldn't take injections. Anyway, whatever.
Anyway.
Haven't seen it.
Ghost Rider.
Well, we'll be back next time with Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider, which
Ghost
is
Rider,
good,
Spirit of
probably.
Vengeance.
Let's see what that's on.
It's on fire.
Oh boy, it's not on.
It's on a motorcycle.
Shit. So
What?
it's on It's on Peacock. So
Great.
it's on Hulu. It looks
Okay,
like.
phew.
I do have a Peacock subscription.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, see you next time for Ghost Rider. Thank you.
Noise
so
Space.
as always.
XYZ.
Thank
Alright.
you for watching. Do we do Noise Space first? Yes, we do.
No, we don't. We never have. I'm on Twitter at Posy Stress. You can check out my new podcast, Sounds About Light, about Kingdom Hearts. First episode's already
Do
out.
podcast.
It's also on Noise Space, by the way.
Hi, me Giga. You can find me on Twitter at Gigalithic. You can find me in your wallet. Open that sucker up and I'm right in there.
Nice.
Speaking
I'm
of your
surprised
wallet.
you have room with all of my fat stacks.
Yes, speaking of fat stacks and wallets, I bought a new computer recently. It's great, but it cost a lot of money. If you want to help me feel normal about the amount of money that I have, please commission me. You can send me an email at gigalithic@gmail.com or just DM me on Twitter or Discord.
Would you draw Animal Crossing characters?
I would draw what the fuck ever you want me to. If I know you, I'll draw anything for you.
Sorry, I hate to interrupt this part of the podcast, but I did just learn that the first Ghost Rider movie was written and directed by Mark Steven Johnson, the same guy who did Daredevil.
Yes, it is.
Yay!
It-
Oh my
it-
gosh! I can't wait for Bullseye to show up.
It is.
I can't wait to like a movie again.
It's absolutely drenched in that attitude as well.
Anyway, sorry.
Anyway,
I love it.
Continue.
I love it.
that's
I love
all.
that.
Thank you. Please give me money if you feel like it. And yeah, Val.
I'm Val Flight Cub. You can find me on Twitter at FlightCubB. The second B stands for belly button area, if you know what I mean.
Has it
Wink.
stood for Bussy yet?
That's a private decision that I need to make with my family.
I was wondering for archival reasons.
No, I don't think it has.
Okay.
yet? Question mark? Anyway.
It's kind of a trump card, but will you ever play it? Is the question. Anyway.
You can find me also in my Noise Space podcast, LMNOP, which is a podcast about elementary on CBS with Johnny Lee Miller and Lucy Liu. It's me and some guests. That's it.
We're on noisepace.xyz, Z, if you're
Zed.
Canadian, Z, if you're a freak. There are many good podcasts on there, such as Kamarocho Radio, Diet Coke and Lilith's House of Snacks, the single podcast that has ever been targeted for sponsorship, Digimon Ghost Gaze, and
That is not true. Roy got a message for Night Marinara about Manscaped.
Wait,
no
for
way.
real?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did Digimon Ghost Gaze take it, by the way?
I don't think so. I think it was an NFT thing.
I think the people were asking if they wanted to make NFTs.
Yeah, I think it was an NFT thing.
Oh.
Man.
Why didn't Marinara do?
I'm very upset that Night Marinara didn't have a Manscaped ad in
That
it.
would have been amazing.
I think it was since their last episode.
Oh.
Still,
anyway.
I mean, it's a beloved podcast.
Just fire it back up.
Fire it back up. Hey, it's me, Roy, and I'm here to talk to you about
The only
my
thing
favorite
scarier
product.
than Jeff the Killer.
We're here with
unkempt hair.
we're here with the Weed Whacker 5000. It'll snap
It'll
your dick.
really clean up your belly button
It'll
area
snap
when
your
you
dick
get involved.
right off. It'll just cut that fucker right off. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Anyway.
Green.
I don't want to burn any bridges in case Manscaped ever does try to give me money, but I fucking hate Manscaped ads. They're so, freaking epic bacon.
The only thing worse than, Manscaped ads is Dr. Squatch ads.
Oh my God.
I want to kill myself because it's just like being misgendered for 30 seconds before I have to watch my video.
Oh.
More egregiously than Manscaped, though.
I was at the store once and I saw
aren't
a
you tired of
display-
man smell? Your man smell from your man armpits is too manly. And it's manly and you're man, and I'm like, please let me die.
I was at the store once and I saw a display for a product called Big Ass Beer Soap.
I hate men. Anyway, until next
A little
time.
asterisk afterwards, with the exception of Sam.
Until
Hi.
I hate him too. Until next time, go Hal.
Green.
Woo!
Yeah.
Go Hal.
Yeah, Hal.
Bye. Green.
All right. Thank you.